Hey, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is good, y'all? Everybody that's watching right now, welcome to the Zillennial podcast. My name is LaRon. I'm the Z, and this is the Ennial. Introduce yourself, Ennial.
Hi, everybody. My name is Leah Francesca.
Yes, and this is the first of many episodes, if the government don't shut us down, of the Zillennial podcast. The Zillennial podcast.
Yeah! No one's shutting us down.
Yeah, the government ain't gonna shut us down, baby. You already know. Yeah. Okay. So for our first episode, we said we need to do a splash. We're not about to just do the little.
No, we have to make a big splash.
We gotta make a splash. So for our first guest, this guy is astronomically, I don't even use that word that much, astronomically hilarious. You know, like I've laughed at his videos since before I met him and became good friends with him. So today we have my boy Tony, aka Hey Tony TV. What's up, everybody? What's up?
I'm so excited to be the first guest. Oh my god!
Oh my God. See, we excited to have you, man. Listen. I have one question though before we even start anything.
Okay.
Where do you get the wigs from? Because I'm gonna insert the clip of me doing the little thing later. I had to scour for that wig, but you have it. Like where do you go?
Party City. But they closed down now, so now I just do Amazon.
Wait, they're closed down?
Yeah, Party City
They
is
closed down the city.
Wait, all of them?
They shut
All
down.
of 'em.
They shut down the city.
all of them.
They're gonna turn them into Spirit Halloweens.
They gonna have to. I need to.
They're
get
literally
some
gonna
wigs.
turn them into Spirit Halloween. So
Literally, when I found out that Party City was closing, I walked in there and I was like, "Whatever wigs y'all have,
Give 'em
I'm
here."
taking them."
Wait, they
I
don't even have them online?
you know what? That just reminded me of the Forever 21 closing. I should have went and gotten me some hangers.
Yeah, he said hangers.
I
What about the
should've went-
clothes?
Listen,
you
they-
talking about Forever 21? What
They
about
selling the
clothes?
hangers. They selling the hangers. I don't really wear the clothes like that.
Wait, they were selling hangers?
They were selling hangers. The day I stopped wearing Forever 21 was the day they had that collab with Hot Cheetos. And I said, okay, we're taking it a little too far. Okay. This is irreparable damage, you know?
Yeah,
Like, we can't,
I agree.
We can't really, have that.
It's okay. I haven't worn Forever 21 since I was in college, and I don't even want to announce what year that was because we're gonna get into it. But
I think,
Wait.
I think
So are you a Z or a millennial?
I'm a millennial.
Really?
Period.
I think you're like halfway through there. I think you're like in that middle part.
1995.
You're almost a millennial. You're technically on that cusp.
What do you
On the
mean
cusp.
almost a millennial? He is a millennial and a proud one, and that's okay because technically the Zs start 97.
Quiet, skinny jeans. Anyway.
Oh. Okay, you know what? All right, Bigfoot.
Oh,
Listen,
Yeah, look at that. You just
Don't
covered my
hate-
whole entire face.
don't hate, emulate, baby.
Oh.
Listen.
See, this is normal people shoes, okay?
This is
And that-
Gen Zers.
Thank you. Now,
I'm a-
millennial. Yep, millennials.
I don't know if we can show the brands. Hold on, let me.
Raps,
Oh,
kid.
You know, and we gotta get
cut the
sponsored by
check,
Jordan.
but yep.
This is
Someone
size
told me-
10.
No,
so
someone told me that my shoe choices, I dress like a Bratz doll, like in a guy version. And
I can see that.
He does.
I was a little taken aback by that. Because I went through a phase last summer where I did dress like a male Bratz doll.
All of your shoes are huge.
We don't have to. Why? We're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk
Sorry.
about Tony,
I'm
okay?
sorry. I'm sorry.
See, okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Now-
I listen, but just because we got it figured out that he's an millennial. He okay. I love the fact that me and LaRon are like this close because he keeps me with the times.
I do.
You know,
I
because
do.
like he tells me what's like cringe and what's ooh, Leah, you're showing your age, which
Listen.
we're not gonna announce.
I took some five pictures of her. She sent me some inspo shots. She said I need a picture like this.
Yeah, because it was for a brand,
It
and
was
he
Gen Z.
understood the assignment. He was like, "All right, let me get some Gen Z shots of you," and I was like,
No, you know that little picture when people like shake the phone and then
And
it
that
like,
was
all
everybody's
blurry?
favorite.
And I was like, oh yeah, that's the one. She was like,
Wait. So are y'all Gen Z or Zillennials?
"It's Zillennial because he holds down the Z. You and I hold down the
y'all
millennial."
are,
Millennial.
y'all are carrying that
Okay.
millennial with the on your back like the millennial tour.
Yeah, and we're wearing it with an S, like an S on our chest.
You know, I was around. I got a chance to watch all versions of 106 in Park. So you know.
You know what I just found out recently? That is it AJ? Mm-hmm. That was a wig he had on. Those braids.
Whoa.
They just really announced. They literally just announced that just not too long ago.
You're lying.
That was a good wig. I wonder
That
does
was
AJ
good.
still have that wig? Because I'll buy it from him.
I thought he just ended up cutting his hair. That's why it
No.
got short.
They said it was a wig.
Oh, that's a good one.
They said it was a
That's what
wig.
Tyler Perry needs to invest in, those kind of wigs.
Why do we? No, we can't do.
He
my boy
no, I
TP.
love him. I love him. He actually like pays his actors. He
Yeah.
actually values his actors' work. But come on, you
I think
guys.
I-
How many movies have you seen? That's Tyler Perry movies, and the men. The hair's a little questionable.
In my defense, as a kid, Shamar Moore's wig looked amazing. It looked
did.
quite dapper to
It
me
did.
and when I was a kid. Now,
When you know better.
when I looked a little, it was a headband though. The headband, it's like, it makes up for it. I wore a headband for like years.
Because of him?
I think it's a part of his form. I think Tyler Perry knows who watches his movies and his TV shows.
And my
he
mama
he
knows his
knows-
fan base.
My
He
mama gonna
knows that
tune in
people are
every
gonna-
time. My
They want to
mother
go straight for the wigs.
listen.
Was that your inspo? No, I'm just kidding.
My wigs aren't that bad. I mean, they're close. They're a little close, but they're not that bad.
But you know what? Yours is comedic stuff. His
Yeah.
is like it's serious stuff.
Yeah, like I can't see myself wearing a wig, trying to like be somebody's
Save
evil
somebody.
stepmother, and I'm in the
Yeah.
middle of like this very serious dialogue.
Yeah.
and it's
And
kind
then
of
it's
shifted
kinda-
to the
yeah.
side.
No,
a
it's
little
like
bit.
the-
Leaning a little bit.
It's like leaning. It's like,
yeah.
go home, Kimberly.
Go home to your kids.
It's time to be. And then they start.
Like you can't take yourself serious at that.
No, I
point.
couldn't.
You
I
know
don't
what
think
Tyler
anybody
Perry-
can take me serious with a wig like that on. I'm
Listen.
trying to be serious.
As much as
that's-
I love theater, Tyler Perry taught me about that little mic that
On the
hangs right.
forehead.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
For the longest, this is gonna sound so crazy. I thought it was like a religious thing. Like I thought it was like a religious headpiece that I was
Really?
witnessing. Like I thought it was like a little. I didn't know it was a mic for the longest because I only known mics to be like right here or right here.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time I ever seen that. So I was like, okay, I mess with it. This is like religious awareness. Like
Yep.
this is
With the mesh
somebody's
tape.
Yes, I thought it was like
And
somebody's.
what religion did we think this was?
I don't know. It was somebody's religious hairpiece. That's what I thought.
Who?
I don't know, Leah. Do you think I studied religiousism?
Theateranity.
Theology.
Listen,
It was theateranity.
Okay.
yes.
You know what? We don't want to go into what you thought it was because I'll get it out of his brain later. But I do have a question for both of you guys.
Okay.
What is your gripe for this week?
My gripe for this week.
Yes. What is your gripe for this week?
It's okay. It's a safe place. We can unpack.
That is so interesting that you asked that because what is gripe?
It's like what's really like irking you this week?
Yeah, like,
just anything
irking me
on
this week?
anything on your
Yeah.
mind.
Los Angeles drivers, y'all get on my nerves. Y'all stress me out. Like,
Ooh.
this is my first time. I'm in LA for like a month and a half. This is my first time ever deciding that I want to drive in LA.
Yeah, because usually I don't see you driving. I saw
No.
Tony pull up in that Jeep. I said, oh, no,
I know,
that
pull up
ain't
in an
Tony.
all black Jeep Wrangler.
know that ain't Tony.
Right behind you.
You did.
I was like,
You did.
Now Tony usually be Uber down, but
I do.
he
But-
came.
I guess if you're here for a month, you might as well.
I might as well, right?
Yeah,
and
'cause
I've
you're
been
gonna
able to
pay
get
more in
around.
Ubers, yeah.
It's been fun driving and just like doing my own thing on the road. But also like, y'all can't drive around here. Like it stresses me out so bad. Like why? If I'm trying to get over, why are you speeding up?
I hate that.
You know what? That's a good thing. And the LAPD and the Highway Patrol need to really have a sit down about these reckless drivers. Because I got pulled over the other day
Ooh, I
for
was-
being on my phone. But then there was like 5 cars that sped past me. I'm like, do you not see Lewis Hamilton over there? And you over here stopping me for a phone?
It's the worst. It stresses me out. Anytime I get in that Jeep, I just gotta pray to God that I just don't. Whew. That's my gripe. That's my gripe.
That's a
I got
valid
that.
gripe.
That's a valid gripe. I'm going to tell you mine. Okay.
Is it the pulled over one?
It's not the pulled over one, actually, but that really just brought me back to a place. My gripe this week, how do I say this? If you're going to sit on the window seat of a plane, personally, I think you should use the restroom before the plane takes off. That's so rude to get up in the middle of the flight and you're sitting in the window seat. Now 2 people got to move because you have really big knees and we have to get out of the way for you to go use the restroom. And then you have the nerve to sit there and drink your ginger ale with no ice after you just went to the restroom. Like, don't upset me. I think that is my gripe for this week.
What if they have a bladder problem?
Then don't book a window seat. I don't care if you like the clouds.
I feel like I'm in church right now, and the pastor like
Is that
saying,
you, Tony?
doing a sermon, and yes, it's me.
No.
It's me. I love my window seats, but also, I have a couple of sparkling wines on the flight. So every now and then, especially from North Carolina to LA.
That's a long flight.
It's not like you sitting in first class, though.
Either first class or
But
business.
that's still window.
Okay, that's still window. But the thing is that different about that, it's 2 people on a row in first class. So it's like, it's less of a hassle. If we in regular gin pop in the back and you got me and Steve getting up so that you can
This
get
is
out.
a real gripe.
Yeah.
I don't think because I don't think you understand. This happened to me while I was on the way to Orlando to do
Were
some
you
work.
sleeping?
Yes, I was sleeping. I was sleeping.
that's the part that
and he
scares
did
me
it
most.
a couple times. And I'm like, if I had my dear dogs with me, Jabarcus and Barquavian, you're not about to wake their naps up too. This is just rude at this point.
To who?
To me and my children.
This is the part where I get up and walk out of church.
No,
Wait.
Tony, you can't leave.
But listen, I've mastered the art of doop, doop, like boop.
How do you tip over them though?
I don't know. Sometimes I'm like I just if they're awake, I just tell them to do this.
Leah, those aisles are the size of my waist. Small waist, by the way.
Well, then I
But
guess little booties matter. Hello. Okay, little booties, they matter. But yeah, I make them do this. Sometimes
Leo
they
wants
do
y'all
that.
Leo wants y'all to tell her that she don't have a little booty. That's why she did that. She's like kind of
Come
fishing
on,
it.
Tony.
We're all showing our
Compliment me.
legs.
Compliment me right now.
That's a nice bootay.
Thank you.
I don't think you're ready for this journey.
Well, I don't know if I have a gripe.
You don't have a gripe? I feel like you always have a
What's been
gripe.
stressing you out this week? Come on, talk to us. This is a safe space.
We have phone calls every day. You for sure have a gripe.
Can't cross
That's
my
our-
legs. Look at me looking.
Okay, we don't have to tell our personal
Like
gripes,
you do
but I
this?
know that you don't have to tell our personal gripes, but I know you have some gripes that are just like general that you can talk about.
What is a general gripe? Oh my God. I feel like I'm going to take like 10 more minutes of the segment just thinking though. Because you just flew this week and you just not got here, but you're here for the month and you got that. And I don't want to sound like, everything is just peachy and that's not.
You were just by the beach. The beach really irks me, so I'm sure you have some irks about the beach.
No. You know
Really?
what? You know what I have a gripe with? Hypocrites. This week. This week. Yeah. Like my biggest thing, it's like, like the ones that like preach about like things or they're so proud about things that they're doing and whatever. But then it's like they're doing like the exact opposite of what it is that they're saying that they're going to do. That's like my thing.
Oh, trust me, I know plenty of those.
Yeah.
And I've
Or like
heard them
people that are
all.
like walking contradictions.
It rhymes with snarcissist.
Yeah. Like that's the thing I feel like. It hasn't been a gripe for this week. It's been a gripe for quite some time now. But it's like I just can't stand when people are like walking contradictions. And then in my mind, I'm like, who's gonna tell them? Is somebody gonna tell them? Or like, are you this unaware? I don't know. But yeah, that's like a little bit of a gripe. Because I feel like that's something that we all deal with on a
Yeah.
daily basis.
Yep.
Depending on the day, depending on the week.
Yeah, because I don't think you
Yeah.
understand. When I get out of bed, I step on a $20,000 rug.
Oh, period.
No.
$20,000
I'm quoting something.
That rug better wash your feet. That rug
Stop
better
it, I
wash
need
your
that
feet.
clappers. I just be like, God.
That rug, when you walk on it, it better say, "Welcome home,
Welcome.
LaRon."
Listen, when I'm
20,000.
It gotta heat your feet when you step on it.
listen, when I'm in my Fendi robe and my Fendi sheet. Let me stop.
Yo, that's crazy. Now, Tony, I have a couple questions for
I get
you,
my
just
sheets
because,
from
like,
Walmart.
you're the
as long as
guest.
it's
We're here to talk
A
about
good
you.
thread count.
She's still talking about these sheets.
No, because he said he gets his sheets from Walmart. I said, and that's okay, as long as it's a good thread count.
Listen, I just learned about Costco a few weeks ago.
Oh my God.
Really?
I put him onto Costco and now he's like, when are you going back?
When are we going back? Why do people go to the club
was
when there's
in
Costco right there? You're spending your money on a
Amazing.
section when you can get a Costco
Tony,
membership.
He was in there like,
What's going on?
oh my God, this is only $10?
I found a 3-pack of full-size soap dispensers for $10.
You
Tony.
get everything in bulk.
You
Yeah.
can't beat that.
Oh my God, he was so excited about the ribeye thing that he bought.
Listen, we tore that ribeye up for dinner one night. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah, he's been cooking. He's been cooking too. He made like mac and cheese the other day.
Listen,
like,
I be chefing a little bit. You know,
Costco is a hidden gem. I'm telling you.
listen.
how often do you go to Costco?
What I make for Easter, Leah?
Maybe twice a week.
Twice a week. He made mac and cheese and what did you make? What else? Wait, no. Oh, fried chicken.
Shout out to my grandma for that recipe. She told me you got to dip. I'm not finna tell y'all my grandma's recipe because that's ghetto. I'm not doing that. But you got to dip.
I'll tell them.
Like you don't even know it. Telling
You want to
stuff
get it
don't
out of me? Oh my God, he's pulling my hand to tell. I'm not gonna tell.
Oh, she was about to tell
us
him my
the
mac and cheese secret.
I
Because I
was.
did tell her that.
He did.
And see,
I'll tell you in.
there are things that you have to take to your grave, and that's one of them.
Is this a threat?
Yes,
We're filming.
it's okay.
We're going to try this mac and cheese because I'm a mac and cheese connoisseur.
No, he's really
okay?
like, no, it's fire.
I love
And
a
since
good
you're
mac
here
and
for a
cheese.
little bit, he's
Yeah,
gonna.
we will make this.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
Tony, we're gonna segue into a couple questions that I have for you, just because I kind of want the people to get to know you a little bit.
love
For those that don't really know, now my first question is, Tony, how did you get started in social media? Because I feel like that's something that we can all really relate to, being on social media. So, like, how was your start?
There is a backstory to that. Well, you know, with me being the Zillennial,
And that's okay.
I started on social media right around the time where like it was a social media rise, where Instagram and like Facebook and we didn't have TikTok at the time, and YouTube were like the only things that were in Twitter.
Oh, so you was on Vine too?
I was on Vine.
I
I was
loved
on Vine. And then when
Vine.
I had started popping on Vine, boom, shut down. I was like, oh.
You know, I
okay.
thought you were about to tell me you had a MySpace when you said something about being a millennial.
I did have a MySpace.
And what's
What
wrong
was
with
your
that?
What was your background song on MySpace?
I'm so hood. I'm so hood.
Oh my god!
I used to love that song so much. It was literally my background song for at least a year.
You know, it's so crazy. I never had a MySpace, but my dad was a high school basketball coach, so I was always around a lot of high schoolers. And since I was the only child, I had everything. I had my own computer. I had all that stuff. When they would come over to my dad's house, they would use my computer and like log into their MySpace. I would change their songs all the time.
Why would you do that?
Really?
Because it was fun. I'll never forget. I made someone's song "Kitty Cat" by Beyonce, and like this is like a 6'5" brolic
Guard.
point guard, like this big around. I think he played football in the off season. Like that's how big this man was. Imagine seeing him and his MySpace song is
It's Kitty Cat.
"Go little kitty cat, I think it's time to go."
Wait, so did you have drama with your top 8?
All the time. Listen, if you piss me off and we were friends or family
You go
members,
from 1 to 8?
you wouldn't even go from 1 for 8. You go 1 to out. You were not in the top 8 anymore. And then it got to the point where, and this is how you know I've been around for a while. It got to the point where they
making me
went from
feel old
8
'cause I'm older
to
than
like 16. So then you can have like your top 16. Then folks started getting mad about not being in the
Wait,
top
did you used
16.
to change your code and shit? I actually
Yeah.
Wait,
I-
is
and
this
then
similar to like
I
a
hid
best
mine.
friends list on Snapchat?
Pretty much.
Yes.
Okay,
And
okay,
then it
I'm
went.
following.
Then people were getting mad about not being in the top 16. So you know what? Tom, shout out to Tom. Tom was like, "All right, if y'all gonna keep being mad, we're gonna do it like this: top 32."
Ooh.
So you could have a top 32, but people were still mad about not being in the top 32 or being in the lower half. I said, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. Take this code and I'm gonna hide my top 8, my top 32. Ain't nobody gonna see who nothing.
See, Tom better than me. I would have made people pay for those additional options.
Yeah.
You get top 8, and whoever wants to whoop you after that is just gonna have to whoop you, and you got to pay me so you can get more.
It just got to the point where I had to hide it. I was
Tom
like,
wasn't
I'm
much of a
not-
capitalist to me. You got to be more capitalist.
Yeah, he should have been, and we probably still would have had MySpace because MySpace was just a vibe. Like you really
yeah,
had
that
to
was
be-
when social media was fun.
Should we bring back MySpace? Is that what I'm hearing?
It's not gonna be the same. I don't
My
feel like
real
it's gonna be the
question
same.
is,
Y'all remember when they tried to remake Vine?
Oh God.
wait, who did that?
It was called like V2 or something. I'm
For
like, yeah. I'm like, what is this?
Wait, my real question is, where's Tom? What is he doing now?
Tom is probably
Tom is somewhere on a yacht.
allegedly, because I don't know the facts, but this is what I heard. Tom sold MySpace to Justin Timberlake. And then it became this music platform. Then everybody left it because it just didn't feel the same anymore. Then we frolicked over to not MySpace, but Facebook.
Yeah.
And then Twitter came around. Then we frolicked over to Twitter and destroyed that.
Wait, but no, and then it was Vine too.
Then Vine came along.
Yeah. Oh.
And the whole time this is happening, little Instagram was just like waiting for its moment.
Yeah.
At the time, like Instagram was just pictures.
fun and it was photos
What Kendrick say? Even Prince outlived Mike Jack. That was Instagram. Instagram was the Prince, because the thing is, Instagram has seen every app rise and fall.
It
and Instagram
has.
First of all,
like, you know
Instagram
what?
was the catalyst for some of these apps falling
was.
apart.
No.
Yes.
No. Because the thing is, Instagram saw what they were doing that made them work, and they just added that into their algorithm. They didn't kill them. Like, if you was really hot, like you said you was, if you was really that girl, like you said you was.
That's not true, because Vine had 6 seconds and Instagram never had.
Released videos right after
They
that.
never had.
Then they what? They
had
upped it
30
to 15.
seconds. Yeah.
No, they went to 15 first.
and then 30.
30,
yeah.
and then now it's 1 minute.
Hey.
And where's Vine now?
Vine should have stepped their cookies up. I'm sorry. Hey.
R.I.P. Vine.
R.I.P. Vine. I was at the funeral. I was fresh at the funeral. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was very.
That Vine success looks so good too. I was like, dang! Like, soon as they closed, I was like,
It did.
what am I gonna do now? Like,
Y'all remember like Lele Pons and all those people?
My friend Splack, Jessica.
Shout out to Splack and
Jessica.
yeah, it was a
Jessica
time.
Vanessa.
We really have been through so many. We've been through tons of apps. Like,
We have.
Just to think about it now, all we primarily use is TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, and maybe Threads now. But like,
I actually started on Threads a lot.
Threads is fun. Threads is a community. I'm gonna tell you right now, I love me some Threads. Like, I sit on
Yeah.
Threads before I don't really. Can I say this? Elon Musk, I don't like you. Because you destroyed Twitter for us, and Twitter was a safe space. Twitter was fun. It was dope. And then when you came along, you just destroyed it. And so we all frolicked over to Threads, and Threads is jumping. Threads is a community.
X or whatever Twitter technically.
Yeah,
No one's gonna
It's a
call
porn
it
app
X.
now.
It's
Can we just say I'm not calling it X? It's Twitter. Your mama
it's
named
Twitter.
you.
I still name it Twitter.
Your mama named you Twitter, so I'm gonna call you Twitter. You're not
Yeah.
gonna come to me with no nickname talking about call me X Money. That's not your name.
as X.
Okay,
Twitter.
That's a little.
Twitter.
That's crazy.
That's what Twitter gave. That's what it's
crazy.
giving.
No,
that's what X is
that's-
giving.
That's insane.
But that's
No,
what
he can't-
and that's a product of this disease.
That's crazy.
We're not gonna start there.
I
but
wasn't saying I identify.
Tony,
I'm talking about
aren't
the name
the Z's
change.
are the one the Z's
Z's.
are the ones that are like, I identify as a dog.
That's not the same thing, Leah. This wasn't what that was supposed to be.
Be who
Okay, I'm
you
just kidding. I'm
are.
sorry. What? I'm just piggybacking off of Tony's,
Oh, so now she throwing Tony on the bus.
I'm not.
Did y'all hear
I'm
me?
standing with you. I'm standing
I'm
with
standing with you.
Standing with you.
I don't know who you are, but just know I stand with
Like,
you.
I don't know what else you stand for, but I'm with it. That was
What if
really
he's-
a strong statement.
What
I'm
if he's
here for it.
like, I think goldfish should die? Would you stand with him for that?
I'm gonna ask why. I'm gonna ask. Wait, let's unpack this before we.
I had to say goldfish because I think that's the one that would offend people the least. If you're a part of the goldfish community, I apologize. I do apologize. That did just remind me. Did y'all see that lady that air fried that live crab?
Oh my
What?
goodness.
Have you not seen that?
And the air fryer was glass, so you could
you could see
it.
the crab like
Oh,
crazy work.
it's very
Can I-
inhumane. Like, you can just put the crabs in the freezer and let them sleep, and then
Or just boil it
yeah.
with like a lid, like where you don't see it.
See, honestly, I saw the discourse before I saw the actual video. So when everybody was like, "Oh, she's air frying her crab. What's wrong with her?" I'm like, can a sister just catch a vibe? It looked like I thought she was just reheating her seafood boil. I'm
And
like,
then you saw it.
I'm like, Lord forbid a girl try to catch a vibe. She's just trying to reheat her seafood boil, and she wants it to be fresh and crispy. I get it. I said I'm allergic to seafood, so I'm like, maybe you can air fry a seafood boil. You know,
Those poor crabs. were
I find the
burned
video.
alive. I did.
I find the video. She's actually air frying
Wait,
like live crabs.
did you sit through the whole thing?
I sat through it all. you
How
know.
long was it?
It was about a minute and some
yeah.
change.
It was a
Oh,
cooking
you guys
video.
are different.
It was a cooking video. Like she was showing us how to make a seafood.
Because
boil
I
at
really
home.
didn't. I thought that she was gonna. I didn't think that she was gonna take the crabs and just throw them in the air fryer. And then when I saw that the air fryer bottom was glass, I was like, "Oh, you need a straight jacket. You're a man. Like, are you serious? Like, we didn't want to see them crabs get burned alive like that. Hello, that's something you gotta keep to yourself. Some things you just got to keep to yourself.
You do. Nah, that I agree with. I agree with. Now, Tony, I'm curious. This is just on the top of my mind. What is your content creation process like?
It's all improv. I don't
Really?
write. Yeah, I don't
No
write
way.
anything down. I don't like prep anything. I just, if I have an idea in my head, I'm gonna just say, okay, let me like think on it. And I this is why I like to, people like think I'm strange, but I love to be alone because being alone gives me time to think and like really elongate on what I want to do for my content.
Yeah.
So then I'll sleep on it. Next day, I'll decide what kind of wig these characters are going to wear to like be funny or bring out. And then I just film it. No script, nobody in the room. I just film it. Whatever is at the top of my mind, I let it come out of my mouth and just say it. If the grunt fits, then it's going to come out and do its own thing. And then I edit it and I post it.
How
I
many
like that.
How many wigs do you actually own?
I don't even know at this point. I have no idea how many wigs I
Ballpark
own.
estimate.
At least about 40.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You could shut a hair store down.
That's a collection.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
There's a family that's not eating tonight because Tony just opened up his own wig.
hey,
You know
you're right.
what?
You're right. You want a crazy wig? You can buy it from me, but it's going to cost you.
It's gonna cost you.
I use these wigs.
Because this is content wigs.
Yes.
These have a little more value to you than the salad.
There's some value to it. I had this wig on, so you know.
He sweated in that wig.
Have you ever just, okay, this is just for me. Have you ever just been like, I got it. Turn the wigs around. Have you ever?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Believe it or not, there have been times where I watch a video that I've created and I'm like, before I post it, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it'll be funny if the wig is like turned around. And people can always tell if it's not the right way on my head. It's either turned backwards or there's like one wig that has a very nice part that you can see. And every now and then when I decide to wear that wig, I'll like switch the parts around a little bit. Like it'll be a middle part, it'll be a side part, another side part. Then all of a sudden, like the part will be in the back of my head. So yeah, I do it. I turn the wig around a lot.
Okay. Shout out to Beyonce for that iconic line.
Wait, I'm gonna be a very millennial for this question because he said he likes to be alone a lot. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Cancer.
That's actually so Gen Z.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, whatever.
That's why I tell you yours a little
Is it? Is it?
Zodiac signs star signs feel so Gen Z to me.
Really?
Is it?
I don't know.
I've been in touch with me being a Cancer for the longest time.
My rising's a Cancer and my Venus is in Cancer, so that's why I'm like a little.
Wow, my Mercury's in Gatorade, and my
When my Mercury Gatorades, I feel it because I'm a Gemini.
when Mercury gets her micro braids,
I don't like it.
you don't. It's not.
But
good.
listen, they always say like, "Oh, Cancers are so sensitive." That's your superpower. In my
I don't
opinion.
think so.
I think so.
Well, for other Cancers, yes. For me, no, because my rising and my moon are both double Capricorn.
Okay, now there's one thing about Cancers that I just really do love, though.
Wait, your rising's Cap and Moon is. Oh.
There's one thing about Cancers that I love. You guys are passionate
Yeah.
until people stop being passionate with you. Right.
Which is true.
in my chart.
It's very true.
Yeah, no, right? I just made that up. See?
But that's true. That's true. That's not the first time I've ever heard that. That's
Listen,
very
Tony, you know
true.
what it is? He and I had this whole debate about that. He was just like, "Oh, people just use every description and then they just slap a
And
sign
they make
on
it so general, and they say like, "Oh, well, like."
I was about to.
That I feel like people do that all the time. Like they give themselves the most general like characteristics. They're like I'm so passionate. I must be a Cancer. It's because I'm a Cancer. It's the Cancer in me.
Okay.
Like, I love comfortability. That's because of the Taurus in me.
I mean, we are very passionate creatures, though. Cancers are. We're very. People say we're nurturers.
Yes.
We love to like make sure that everybody's good around us.
Now, another thing about Cancers. You
Here
guys
we
are.
go. I don't know.
You guys are.
I don't know. I don't believe it at this point.
Fact, or is it something that you're making up?
No, this is a Laron fact.
You guys love comfortability until it's time
It's
to
not
get
true.
uncomfortable.
That's not true.
Exactly.
I don't think that's true. I don't even believe.
Of course,
I
he
don't
loves
believe
being
it.
uncomfortable.
Had I said that first, you would have been like, you know what? Yeah.
I don't think so.
Listen, I love cancers, okay?
Yo, we are a vibe. We are a vibe. We everybody like loves us because we're just very open-hearted people.
Yes.
Cancers are cool, I'll say. I dated a Cancer. I've dated a Sagittarius too.
Ew.
2 worst relationships. Not okay. Another Sagittarius. 2 worst relationships. Sagittarius had me so stressed I lost weight. Cancer had me so stressed I gained weight. It was a crazy time in my life. Never forgot that.
Never dated a cancer.
And the crazy part about it is those are 2 signs that are not compatible. That is water and fire, and water and fire do not mix unless one is putting out the other.
There's a message in that. There's a message in
I
that.
have a
That's a
thing or
message.
two to say about Sagittarius, but I'll keep it to myself.
Yeah, please.
I wasn't gonna be bad. It wasn't gonna be bad.
It's okay because I'm not.
Leo will get on a soapbox behind the Sagittarius.
What?
You know.
Am I? First of all, I feel like, and we can move on after this, water signs in general have a hard time letting go. They hold on a little longer than any other signs. Like, I feel like air signs, like, we get to our moments where it's just like the moment we're like done with it, we can just like move on. Water signs are a little different. But once you guys are like done, you're like done.
Oh yeah,
kind of
absolutely.
thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at.
Look at him. He's like, but that's for everybody. I feel that about water and earth. Fire and air, we
See how you just tried to throw Earth in there because you.
No, I'm saying in general. I feel like water signs and earth signs have a hard time letting go, but then once they do, whatever, like they're done. But fire signs and air signs, I feel like we let go a little faster.
Well, you know what?
Because we love hard. Like I love hard. Like anybody that I love, I love. And so when you betray me or do something to where I'm like, damn, I mean, I thought it was cool. I'm like, that hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
But then I'm not going like. I am petty. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm super duper petty. That's one of my superpowers is that I'm petty. But I'm petty in a way that I'm gonna be petty to the way that it's gonna hurt you more than it hurts me, and I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna laugh.
That's scary.
It is very scary. That is one of the things that I try to, like. That's why I tell people don't cross me. Just leave me alone. If we fall out, we fall out. Don't let me find out you saying something about me in the streets. Because if I find out, I'm not gonna like to spread your business or anything. But best believe I have some tricks up my sleeve that's gonna really affect you.
Okay, well.
And I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna gain energy from that.
Oh wow. Well, maybe you just call me the Avatar, master of all 4 elements, because water, fire, earth, wind, air. Everything just sounds so general to me.
Yeah,
That's
we
just
had a
me
whole debate
personally.
about that.
That's just me personally. Like if I wanted Earth, Wind, Fire, I'd go listen to the 70s rock band, whatever. No, it's not rock band. You know the funk people, Boogie Wonderland. You know them. Yeah.
Is that
Earth,
the
Wind, and Fire.
Yeah.
Earth, Wind, the
Wait,
group.
that is the group, right?
Boogie
Okay.
Wonderland.
I was about to say, is that a song?
Leah, you supposed to be the Zillennial. You supposed to know this.
Am I?
And don't tell me I was born here.
I really wasn't born here. I wasn't born in America. Oh, I can't say that out.
No, we want to keep you. Don't say it.
I'm a
out.
citizen.
What did she say?
I'm a U.S. citizen. I have a blue passport. I've been a citizen for over 20 years now. Thank you. But I really wasn't born here.
Okay.
And he feels like I use that as a cop out every
Where
time.
were you born?
The Philippines.
The Philippines.
The Philippines literally loves R&B music.
We do. And
Yeah.
all of us
All of them
can
can
sing
sing.
except me.
I was just.
Oh,
I was about to tell
it
to
missed
sing.
you.
They missed me.
Yeah.
But I can dance a little bit. A
Listen.
little bit. You know, majority of Jabberwockies are Filipino.
You want to see a show?
We can't have it all.
We
you know?
can't. No.
You want to see a show? You tell a little 12-year-old Filipino boy to sing some Beyonce.
Oh my God.
That
Listen.
little boy gonna tear it
Listen.
down every time. Listen.
And it's gonna be listen. That's why I said listen, because it's gonna be listen. If it's one song they love, it's gonna be listen. and they're gonna eat it
I
up.
think about this one video. It's 3 little boys. I don't know if they're a group, but they always perform together, and they're like, "I don't know where I belong."
Wait, was it you that sent me that video, or I sent it to you? It was like somebody's wedding, and it was these 3 Filipino girls. One was like a bridesmaid, one was like a guest, and then remember they just all passed the mic. It was like a Beyonce song.
I don't remember that.
Oh my God, I'm gonna find the video, and they all can sing. Like they all can sing, and nobody was expecting it. And then it's a reaction video, so in the end, the guy was like, "I was not expecting that. I was waiting for somebody to like mess up, and they didn't."
And they didn't.
And I told Laron, I'm like, "Watch out for me, because one day I might surprise you."
Maybe it's just late. Maybe it's just running late. Like
She's a late bloomer.
Super late, 3 decades later.
Bloomer. It's okay. It's
We're not gonna
okay.
disclose my age.
You just did, Leah. They're gonna Google it.
I'm not Googleable yet.
she said she's not Googleable yet.
Okay, sorry. All right, so moving on.
There's records out there.
What? I wasn't born here. Where's the record?
Shh! Don't say that out loud.
I'm sorry. I could say I wasn't born in LA.
I wasn't born in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wasn't. You're not from LA.
That I'm not. I'm really not.
Okay, so we've been doing a lot of talk about like millennials and Gen Z. Let's take it a decade back. I got to talk about my people, the boomers.
What?
The boomers. Yes.
My dad's generation?
Yes, that's going to bring me into our next one. And that is, what is your boomer opinion? Like, what's your one thing that the boomers say that you're like, you know what? You kind of hate that.
Who's a boomer in your life? Like family wise? Your grandma, grandpa?
Almost all of my aunties and uncles and grandmoms and yeah.
Are you their tech support? Because I think that's what happens.
The things that they say that I'm like, you ate that.
Oh, that you ate that.
Yeah, like what's your opinion that you agree with that the boomers have?
That is such a good question because boomers are people that are so stuck in their ways.
Oh, 1000%.
I got mine. If y'all ready to hear it.
You go first, and then maybe I can
Yeah,
think
then
back
maybe,
to something.
yeah.
Because I'm trying to think, and I'm just like, I don't agree with half of the things.
Listen, this is my boomer take. We need more engineers, plumbers, line work. We need more people to work these trade jobs. Everybody can't rap and get on the microphone and be a podcaster like myself. And we need more people to work these jobs.
What did they say? Men used to build houses.
We used to build houses, go to
now they're
war,
back
and I can't say that. Okay, we used to build houses, go to war, and be unalived while in the war.
And now they're bad passenger princesses.
Passenger princesses is crazy.
Now they want the door open for them.
And
Now they want.
And if
yeah.
listen, honey, do you, baby, do you? You are a bad passenger princess, then that is.
If it's
we love
raining
to see
outside,
it.
they want you to put the umbrella on them.
Now is this coming from?
I'm projecting.
Okay, so this is coming from dealing with a man that might be a little too like you may have dated somebody and. Because you know how they call, like, when you're in a relationship and then the man is just...
They feel like they're the prize? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've dated something like that
Okay.
before.
Okay, so
And
that's
I feel
where
like
the
low-key
projection
he
comes from?
hated me, too, yeah. Because he was, like, just doing the most, trying to humble me. I'm like, okay, if you want to be a bad passenger princess, just say that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's where the got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Have y'all thought of your boomer opinion?
Oh, yeah, the
'Cause we
boomer
done-
opinion, come on.
We done
Oh.
turned this into a dating
Sorry.
segment.
I know, you
I'm
turned
so
it into let's
intri-
just
you know,
bash.
Y'all turned this into a sassy man apocalypse, and it was not supposed to be that.
When she said she was projecting, I was like, I want to hear about it. Tell me all about
See,
it.
he said this is his safe place, Lauren.
Look at Wendell Williams over there being messy.
Wendy is a Cancer.
No, I have to call him Wendell.
Oh, Wendell.
Hey, listen, I'm always down for somebody opening
That
up
is your
to me.
Cancer
How you
sister.
doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I wish I could do my grunt, but I lost my voice 2 days ago. How you doing?
How you doing?
It's not going to come. It's just
How
straight
you lose
air.
your voice?
Wait, we
Beyonce.
never got to his boomer.
Oh,
My boomer, I don't know, because I always feel like I disagree with everything my grandmother says.
So think of one that she said. Just whatever sticks out a lot that she says. Whether or not you agree with it, just tell us.
That Whitney Houston lied when she said the children are our future.
You know what? She ate with that. She ate with that. You
Yeah.
know that our future lawyers and doctors are using ChatGPT at the moment.
Yeah. And at first, I used to be like, I don't know what she's talking about because I'm going to be somebody somewhere. Like,
If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention.
And I believe that Whitney Houston was talking to me in that song.
Period.
And then when I got older and I started witnessing what our children nowadays are doing and what they're getting into,
You're low-key agreeing?
I was like, maybe my grandmother was a rain. Maybe these children aren't the future.
Okay, I can see
Future
that.
lawyer is using ChatGPT.
It's not even that. I'm thinking of the youngins now. I'd be so confused by Gen Alpha. There's
I don't even know it.
I listen to the slang. What is a skibbity toilet? What is that?
I have no idea.
Have y'all heard of brain rot?
What?
I've heard about it.
Brain rot. It's like the thing. It's like basically the memes of Gen Alpha, and it's like the most randomest things you think of. Like Skibbity is literally a man's head, like a graphic head in a toilet. It's crazy. Have you heard of Phantom Tax?
I ain't heard of none of this stuff.
Really?
No.
What is
Maybe
that?
Phantom Tax. So Phantom is like a streamer. He's part of AMP. Well, he was a part of AMP, but he created something called Phantom Tax because it was just like a play on him like being a bigger guy, I guess you could say. And like Phantom Tax is basically when you have food, you have to give me some, and that's when they say Phantom Tax, they're taking your food. Yeah.
I guess so. It's kind of
So
like
being a bully. That's just a new term for the word bully. That's what it sounds like.
Like, let's say you got some fries, and I take like 3 fries. I got to Phantom Tax your fries, and it costs 3 fries.
Wait, what?
It's
So
giving
basically
the
a
gross
sense of
sisters.
entitlement?
That's what this sounds like. This is giving the gross
It
sisters
sound-
from the Proud Family.
It sounds like dry begging to me.
Wait. So it's entitlement.
Why do we have to get on our soapboxes? We're like, it's the gross sister. It's dry begging. It's entitlement. That's what's wrong with this country nowadays.
My millennial. Is that what it is? Because I just remember back in my day.
Back in my day,
When
we
I
used
would
to
come to
pull ourselves
school-
up by the bootstrap.
No, listen, like when I was in high school and you had a pack of gum, if you're smart, you don't open that pack of gum in front of the people that you're sitting. Phantom tax.
Phantom Tax.
That's
So
true.
That's what
That
it
is
is.
a great example.
I'll charge you
Yeah.
3 pieces, honestly, because I feel like my mouth is a little too big for 1 piece.
And guess what?
I
That's
have to grab
entitlement.
2. But then nobody asked you to pull that gum out.
And that's why I
Like,
never did.
That's why you gotta be sneaky about
Like,
it.
why would you wear a Montclair in the middle of the Chicago hood? We gonna take it.
Oh, wow.
That happened to somebody, actually. I remember that was a whole story. This girl was mad that they stole her $2,000 Montclair puffer. I'm like, you wore it to the
I've been
too.
seeing TikToks about
too.
people doing that, like getting their Montclairs taken on the train, and I'm like,
Oh my God.
if you have, why are you take that $2,000 and get you a car? Why are you on taking public? Now, if you're in New York, whatever, that's understandable because everybody in New York take the public transportation. Not
Not
too many
everybody
people.
in Chicago?
I don't know. I mean, I've only
yeah,
been to Chicago once,
me
but
too.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like,
If you're taking
If I
public
had-
transportation,
yeah,
don't look like a target.
I don't know. Any place that can birth something like King Von, I'm terrified.
yeah.
I'm so terrified. Like, I actually don't want smoke with any of the city because that man was a menace. Made good music too, though, but he was a menace. Just got to top from the.
I mean, it's just a range. It goes from Kanye West to King Von. It's like, and then there's the in between where it's kind of like,
Have you ever? Because I R.I.P. King Von because I loved his music, but like that was just an insane thing.
yeah,
to
we
say.
got some dope music. Like, you know,
He had really good music. Man.
Well, speaking of Kanye West, I heard. Did you guys hear his new music?
No, I didn't even know he made new music.
I just,
You heard it, right?
I don't listen to Kanye West.
Well, okay. So this morning I was with somebody and he was going over like his ratchet news, and I heard it.
I heard
It got banned on every platform because of what was being said.
Really.
Yeah, it was
So I'm probably never gonna find it.
hail.
No, he did not say that.
I can't make this up. You guys can look it up.
I literally felt I was dealing with Kanye West in 2016. I don't know.
He
why
was
people are
still decent at the time.
Was he?
I don't know. You know what? Because being that I'm a Gemini, I kind of like understood why. And I think he's also an only child. I'm an only child. I get it. But then I feel like he kind of really lost it after he lost his mom, right? Which is totally understandable. That was like his rock.
Yeah.
I can't get behind the Kanye now. You know, I mean, even when he was running for president, I was still like, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. He's going a little crazy, but I commend him for being the maximum version of himself. But now,
I've been off that boat
In 2016,
for a while.
I remember he got up on the VMA stage and said he was running for president. 14-year-old me knew 4 years from now, I was going to be able to vote. He had my vote. Listen, he had my vote down. I said, listen.
In 2016, him was when he was like had his concert. Remember, he was
That
like
was-
on the
that was his
stage
Yeezy era.
floating. Yes,
Yeezy era.
I feel like
Yeezy
that
era was
wasn't
really
bad yet.
It was close.
It was getting there. I think he was,
It was
en
getting
route.
there.
Yeah.
I
But
just wanted-
also,
I just want him to give us a universal uniform that everyone had to wear, and it was like earth tones. I thought that would be really cool. Like if we all had like
he
just-
didn't he?
No, like if he gave, like as president, he gave every U.S. citizen earth tone. Like you can only wear browns and tans and olive greens. Like imagine.
I'd be in jail.
really.
I would be in jail. If he ever,
That's so fun to me.
I
I'm
would.
like,
I would not. No.
imagine Earth.
He
with an
would wear like
aesthetic.
neon things.
I would defy every rule.
And like you gotta go to like a juke joint where there's like no feds around, and you gotta wear your neon clothes. Like you gotta walk in with like an olive green trench coat, and then when you get to the club,
I'm going to jail, okay? Because I ain't wearing.
God.
okay.
Lord.
So I think it's time for our next segment. This is a little fun I want to have, and I like to call it not too much on blank blank blank. Basically, what we're gonna do is you got to tell your unpopular opinion, something that a hill that you will forever die on, that everybody is gonna be against you for. What is that thing that you defend to your grave?
God, there are so many. There are so many, and okay. I'm going to think of the lightest one. You know, like we said previously, some things you just gotta keep to
Keep
yourself.
to yourself. Listen, one thing I like to live by is I think the world will be a better place with the less we know about each other.
Oh my God, he did say that. And I'm
I
like,
agree.
I'm the polar
I agree.
opposite. I want to know everything.
I don't need to know everything.
I want to know everything because I want to know what I'm up against and I want to know how to move. But then again, maybe that's just the nosy Gemini and me.
Yeah.
But then
I just
again,
thrive on information.
the people that are gonna do you dirty are not the ones that are gonna tell you anyway. So
I have a way of getting information, you know that.
here go mind of a mastermind manipulator over here.
Whoa. Anyway,
I have
okay.
a way.
My unpopular opinion that I feel like people aren't going to.
This has got to be a good one because he's really in deep thought.
I am, because I want to say so many of them, but I just don't want to get in.
You're going to make, like, off record, I'm going to ask you the rest.
Okay, I would say.
It's okay. Just say it. Say the first thing that's in the forefront of your mind. And go.
Okay, y'all ready? Okay. Now, although I love me some,
I'm excited.
I love me some Patti LaBelle. Love
Okay.
Patti LaBelle down.
I do too. Yes.
I do think that sometimes when she sings, she's just screaming into the microphone, and it's no. Like I don't want nobody to take that
But
as
the
shade, but
pie.
I love me some Patti down. But sometimes, like, and I love to go back and watch like old performances and stuff, and she can sing the house down. But then there are some moments where I'm just like, girl, like you were screaming on key. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you screaming on key for real. Like, I don't know how that's possible. And you are doing phenomenal.
I love
But sometimes I have to, like, if I'm listening to her music, I have to turn it down a couple notches. Because I'm like, I know exactly where it's about to get really, really loud. And I'm just like, oof. And when I told my mom that, she was furious with me.
because like the pies are so good. You can't talk the pies.
I love the pies too. But also I think there are moments where she's singing, and then there are moments where it's like straight up like yelling into the microphone.
Listen.
And I just be like, girl, I gotta turn you down a little bit, just a little bit, Patty. But I love you. I love
Patty. I think Patty is a phenomenal singer. My issue has nothing. My thing with Patty is not even the pitch or the volume. Mine is her never knowing the words. We have too many videos of her not knowing the words. I think what did it for me this was my when I was like, okay, Patty. I was at the BET Awards 2023 when she did Tina Turner's tribute, and she forgot the lyrics I want to say she was singing River Deep and Mountain High, and she gets on stage and she's like, I don't know the word, and she's like singing it while she's doing it. I'm like, hey,
you can't be. I mean, yeah, you can. But like,
next card, honey, next card.
but I love me some Patty.
Love
You know, if she's singing and screaming at the same time, and that obviously that worked for her because she is a legend.
Yes,
and we cannot take nothing from her.
That legendary.
But there are moments where I gotta turn the mic down just a little bit.
because I literally just watched her. She did a tribute for Aretha Franklin, and she was singing "Ain't No Way" by Aretha. She made that song hers. She made that song hers, and it's one of the best renditions of that song I've ever heard. Right after, like, her and Amber Riley have the best renditions of "Ain't No Way" by Aretha Franklin that I've ever heard of all time.
Yeah,
all time. Oh my God. But yes, should I go into my unpopular opinion?
yes, you should. You should.
The thing that I'm going to defend to my grave, always and forevermore, chocolate covered raisins. Okay. I'm taking that with me. Yes. Why?
As in, like, they're good?
They're amazing.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it.
Really?
It's not like my go-to snack.
I didn't ask it to be your go-to snack.
But what you asked why we made a face.
Aren't raisins supposed to be healthy?
They are.
So then you're gonna cover them up with chocolate.
It cancels out.
And it'll make you go to the bathroom.
Now I don't want any.
That's what raisins do.
I don't.
Hey, listen, it's good to be healthy, guys.
But it's at a certain point, especially in America. Now I kind of see what they be talking about in the UK. Healthy becomes big back healthy. You take something healthy, and then you chocolate cover it.
Ooh. How do you feel about that?
I don't know, because I can't say I'm not against it, because I was a part of the deep fried era. When you go to the fair and everything was deep fried, I didn't even know you could deep fry ice cream.
You already,
and that's crazy.
Deep fried Oreos. One Oreo is like 800 calories already.
I love it.
Did y'all ever hear that myth where it's like you have to run a whole football field to burn off one M&M?
What?
That was like a theme. They said you have to run a whole football field to burn off one M&M. Oh no.
I think I'll just watch somebody. I'll lose weight watching them. I'm not doing it.
Nelia, what's your thing that you're defending to the grave?
Oh my God. You guys are catching me with these things.
You had time to think.
I really did. You guys had really good answers.
You had time, man.
Okay, fine. I can't believe I'm saying this.
Uh-oh. Let's hear it. Let me put my leg.
I still have some type of compassion for Kanye West. I don't stand by the...
Why did the room just go so silent?
Listen, everyone has a story and there's a reason behind everything.
I don't think you understand the silence after that. I heard the cars all the way down on Hollywood Boulevard driving.
Hear me out. I don't stand by the swastika stuff that he's selling. I don't stand by the anti-Semitic stuff. I don't stand by those things.
Okay.
I just feel like he's so misunderstood, and I get like why his brain is like that, and he's just at a point where he's just like lost it. And I think when I say I have compassion, I just feel like he needs help and somebody has to help him.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I mean. Like,
now that I don't disagree with.
Yeah, like I don't agree with majority of the outlandish stuff that has been going on. I don't agree with that. But on a human, like in a humanity level, I just kind of feel like, I don't know, like who is actually gonna be like the friend that's like, hey, come on, like, let me take your hand. Let's get some stuff right. He has 4 kids, man. He's a legend, bro. Like, we can't take that away. We can't take that away. Before he got here, he made history. Mm-hmm. Like, this man's a genius.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, everything that he touched, from like music to clothes, like, but it just sucks. Everything else that happened after. And I just wish that he has somebody that'll like take his hand and be like, come on, friend, let's get this right.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know what's going on. He definitely don't got the right people around him. So that's what I mean. And I know it's unpopular. You guys said unpopular opinion. So
I mean, it's respectable. I get it. I understand. You're more so coming from a place of humanizing instead of dehumanizing him. Like
Yeah.
you're seeing the person and seeing someone that's like, clearly just in a lost place.
for sure, 1000%.
And I respect that. I think that's amazing, honestly. Like, that's an amazing way to put it. I think at the end of the day, like, he's said things that I don't think anybody agrees
crazy.
with, So
And I low-key feel bad for like when his kids like grow up and they see majority of the things that he's been doing lately. But it's kind of like, I don't know, who's gonna tell him? Like, tighten up. We have to.
okay.
Anyway,
So that brings us to our next segment as we're rearing the end. Now, Tony, you have technically entered into our friendship circle.
Ooh.
So we're going to put you a part of this thing that she and I like to do. And it's a segment called Ask Me Anything.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay. So the question that I wanted to ask was, okay, let me pull it up.
the last time we had to Ask Me Anything, we manifested a natural disaster.
Yeah, so we went on a hike on January 1st. I'm gonna tell the story. And the question was, if you were a natural disaster, what natural disaster would you be?
No, I said if you can compare your anger.
Oh, if you can compare your anger to a natural disaster, what natural disaster?
And you said a wildfire, didn't you?
No, he started with an avalanche and switched over to that
Okay.
Okay, now ours
and
is
manifested it.
if household appliances could talk,
Oh,
who would be the most toxic and why?
ooh, that's a good one.
Who would be the most toxic? I think my refrigerator.
Oh,
I think my refrigerator would be the most toxic
Okay.
because
okay.
that's
as soon as you open it.
I'm
Oh
at the
my
refrigerator
God, again.
24 hours a day.
Okay.
It's like you're here again.
Right. When I'm done, I don't have any groceries, I go to the store and I'm putting them in the refrigerator. Need a snack, go to the refrigerator. I'm thirsty, go to the refrigerator. I feel like my refrigerator would probably have beef with me at this point. As many times as I open it throughout the day.
Or throw shade.
I throw a lot of shade. I'm
Using
pretty
me once
sure.
again, ain't you, Tony?
Right.
Pretty sure that it probably has called me a big back before,
Right.
and which is fine. I don't mind people calling me big back. I know my back is as wide as a linebacker's.
Oh my God. Be
But
nice to
That's such a
yourself.
crazy thing to say.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like it would definitely be my refrigerator throwing the most shade to me.
Okay, mine would probably be a blender. And my reasoning behind that, blenders just look so messy. Like blenders are so messy. And then mine specifically, I feel like mine would be like, paid $200 for me, ain't even using me. Look at you, just looking stupid. Like I don't know. I just feel like my blender would say something like that to me, like just being very messy. Like you're making fun of me and my health journey because I'm not using you. All of a sudden, like I don't
I
know.
have a blender too that I haven't used in like 2 years.
And blenders are just so messy. I just know that
I don't like
my
cleaning
blender's
up.
next to the toaster, and I just feel like they be gossiping about me because the toaster be like, he just put a bagel in me earlier today, and he ain't even put no fruit in me. That's so crazy. Like I just feel like that's what my blender and my toaster would just sit there and just talk to each other.
This is that
My
only
blender is
child
probably-
imagination.
You're an only child.
Dusty is probably
So I gotta
yelling,
hear yours.
use me, please. And I'm like, every morning I wake up and I look at that blender and I'm like, I don't even know why I have you. Like I spent so much money on a nice blender and I only used it once 4 years ago and I ain't used it since.
Guess what? You're going to use it more now after we talked about it today.
For what?
I don't know. A smoothie.
And this video is brought to you by Ninja Bullet.
It's not. Cut the check, Ninja.
Hey, I use a lot of your products. I'm not gonna tell you which one.
My blender is from you guys.
I'm not gonna tell you which
And-
one, but if there's any alignment in there,
I was going to say my appliance that
do
would
have the
talk shit
slushy
about me
machine.
would be the air fryer.
probably my Ninja appliances because they'd be like, we hit a lick on him again. You got like 4 of us. And
I got 2 of them. I got my air fryer and my blender.
Okay, I bought a portable air fryer, right? It's a portable one. Like you could literally take it anywhere. And it's really designed for people to like go to work and like heat up their food at work. I'm like, you know what? That's smart. I should get one so I can heat my food up at work. I work from home. But
We do.
however,
This is our job.
However,
How we get paid.
However, you never know when you might need a portable air fryer. You got to be ready for the.
There are portable air fryers.
Yes.
I think my air fryer would be the one that's like being shady.
Why you don't use it?
'Cause you
Or
don't scrub
use
the
it too
bottom?
much?
No, because there have been a few times that like not the bottom. I actually wash my air fryer thing inside like my dishwasher. But there have been a few times that I reheated like Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets and I forget about it until I have to reheat another one. And then I'm like, oh wow. So I feel like it's
Do
giving.
you eat the chicken nuggets that were?
Hell no. I would throw it out. I would throw it out. No, but yeah, no, like that's what happened. And they would be like, really? Oh, so you're going to go heat up something again? Oh, watch you forget about it. And then I did. There was one time there was like mold in there. It was kind of bad. I know. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, like it was like the white mold. Yeah.
On that note, I think we're gonna end it here. This has been a very positive, productive, and punctual conversation.
It has.
This is amazing. Tony, we want to thank you for being here.
Thank you.
If I were Oprah, I would give you a gift, but I'm not.
We'll give you a hug
$20,000.
Listen,
or a new blender.
just make sure your car not totaled, okay? That's the best thing I can give you today. Just
Well, no, you're giving him mac and cheese.
okay. Yes, so I will make mac and cheese. We will do
I'll be looking forward to that. We're gonna have a mac and cheese night, y'all. We're gonna.
Yeah.
I'm ready to sit down at the table and try
a
this
mac and cheese night sounds so crazy. Like, can we not do it at my house? Because y'all will not use my restroom. A mac and cheese night sounds dangerous.
Bring your toilet paper. Bring your liquid IVs. Bring your
Ginger ale.
Bring your
ginger ale.
Lactaid.
Bring your
Tums.
lactate pills.
Tum ta tum tum tum.
Tums. Yeah, we're gonna.
What's the other one with Mater? Prilosec OTC. Y'all remember Mater? Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh my goodness.
Where is Larry the Cable Guy, and who did he
miss
vote for?
I'm so
I feel like we.
No, we're not gonna speculate because that is someone I'll kind of defend because you voiced my childhood hero. Mater was my childhood hero because he didn't care what nobody had to say about him. He had an education of a squirrel's walnut, and he didn't care, and that's what I loved about him.
I would hope that he made the right decision when he voted.
Shout out to Mater. I love Mater.
I don't know who this is.
Oh yeah, because you never seen Car. That's why I said you were Zillennial, Tony, because you know that, and she don't know who Mater is.
A Zillennial.
Have you ever seen Cars?
Like the cartoon?
Yes. Lightning McQueen, Sally, Doc, Mater,
You gotta take her to Disneyland.
Luigi. Yes, you need to go.
You gotta take her to Disneyland.
I gotta watch the movie. You know.
You're probably not gonna watch the movie though.
I actually saw In and Out.
You mean Inside Out?
Oh yeah.
You saw the movie about the animal style fries that came to life and just one day decided they wanted to be superheroes? Is that the movie you're talking about?
Yeah, the protein style burger, animal style double.
Like what? On that note, I think that's where we're gonna end it, man. Tune in next week for the next episode of the Zillennials. That's it.
That was a wrap.